Hi there, this is Business with Dave. In this video, I'll be giving you like a small little point by point checklist of things I like to do effectively in a kitchen if I was by myself, and just organizing and planning stuff so that hopefully you can be super efficient and time saving and making sure every ounce of your energy is proactive and effective. You don't need to follow exactly the same thing. Do change and adapt as you go along with your kitchen, to yourself, to your skill set. But these are just some of the points I would like to share with you. Hopefully you can find this video useful, and if you did, do consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel, because whoever subscribes are pretty awesome. So yeah, let's jump straight into this video. So the first thing I love to do in my kitchen is to have a checklist. If you have a set of things that you need to do, write it all down. When you write stuff down, then at least you can visually see what needs to be done, and then you can plan which needs to go first. You just either you wanna do the easy stuff first, or you wanna do the hard stuff first. It really comes down to you, but you wanna make sure you can cross everything off your list on any given day. So if it's a Monday, you need to do 5 things. Whatever order you want to do it, but you need to cross all of them out before you finish at the end of the day. And by doing that, you get stuff done so much quicker, so much more efficient, and you're more or less likely to procrastinate, because then you're distracted quite easily. So be efficient, have a checklist. Doesn't matter which order you want to do. Preferably for me, I love at times to do the hard stuff first, so I can get them out of the way, and then ease myself out with the easy stuff at the end. Or if I have a longer list, I would do all the easy stuff first and then save the 2 hard stuff or longer stuff last. So then at least I've done all the simple stuff in the beginning. But that's my way of doing it. Circumstances is down to you. Do change it like that. My second point is that when you're in the kitchen, do get all your stuff ready. Get your knives ready, get your chopping boards ready, get all your, if it's materials or if it's ingredients ready, and you don't need to get stuff out when you need it. Get everything out, make sure it's all convenient, maybe have it all accessible as well, you can physically see it, and this will take time. This won't be perfect in the first couple of goes. You want to make sure you can improve and see what works, and then change the sort of pattern and where stuff goes as well. Just play around with it. You need to find ways to be efficient, and stuff just flows a lot easier, because once you get everything ready and you're ready to start, no time is wasted, no energy is wasted on getting this stuff over here and getting this stuff when I need it, and then you still need to walk over here, or you need to buy this thing as well because you forgot. Make sure everything's there and you're ready to do, and you can get stuff done so quickly. My third point is have sharp knives, particularly if you are in a kitchen, because literally sharp knives are amazing to use. When you use a blunt knife, you're literally sawing skin and it's not coming off, and it will never, till you put so much energy. When you have a sharp knife, and I advise you to learn how to sharpen a knife with maybe a sharpening knife stone, or one of those ones that helps you sharpen knives anyways, because once you know how to sharpen a knife and then you can cut easily, it's just so easy. It's actually so much fun cutting stuff when you have a sharp knife than if you have a blunt knife. So do sharpen your knife. If not, find someone else who can sharpen it for you, or at least they can teach you, because ideally you should be able to sharpen your knife anyways. And literally the blade will do all the work. You don't need to put energy into it, you need to put strength into it. That's the complete opposite when you have a blunt knife. You put so much strength, put so much energy into it, and it might not still even cut. So when you have a sharp knife, less energy is used, and you're literally gliding through where you need to cut through. So do consider sharpening your knife and learning how to sharpen your knife. The fourth point is to buy the right equipment for what you need to do. Literally, if it can save you time, if it can save you energy, putting down that investment into like a vegetable cutter machine, and literally could save you like an hour or 2, literally could be done in 15-20 minutes. That's literally time saved, and that's money saved. So do consider buying equipment that will be super efficient for what you need to do, because ultimately time is money, and you don't want to be wasting cutting carrots for 2 hours then if you could do it for half an hour with a machine. which might cost a bit, but at least that will be energy saved and hours saved, and you can focus on maybe introducing new stuff or introducing new stuff on the menu and just focusing on customer service or getting more customers. So just making sure the right equipment for the right job, but you don't want to be wasting all your money onto fancy equipment, because if it's not needed and you're wasting too much money and you're not using it, that's not efficient. You're actually accumulating waste in that sense. So don't waste. Use the stuff that you do need to do, and hopefully you can have a kitchen with the right equipment and equipment that is effectively and maximizedly used. My next point is have a helping hand. So if you do have someone that could probably come help you, literally if you have an extra pair of hands doing the exact same thing, you're literally cutting your work time in half. Literally 2 people, 1 job, half the amount of time. Literally you could be saving time as a result, and ultimately you have an extra pair of hands will make sure that you can make more with that time. So literally if you're cutting stuff for half an hour by yourself and you have an extra person, again, it takes 15 minutes. As long as they're the same level as you, or you teach them how to do stuff, then you save so much time. Literally that will save you a lot of time. And literally if you consider if you're an hour job and you can cut down to half an hour, it's just definitely just worth paying for, because you don't want to be wasting too much time doing mundane stuff. You want to focus on serving customers, making sure you get the orders in, making sure you can fulfill orders as well. So do consider, even if it's like a volunteer, family member, a friend who's not doing anything, maybe they could volunteer their time. You package their meal, or like you give them travel and stuff like that, and they're willing to come down, or even just pay for someone to do it, obviously. But if you could get someone free to do it in the beginning, at least you know what you're getting yourself in for, and then you can fulfill more orders and get more sales at the end of it. So do consider getting an extra pair of hands, because that will save you half the amount of time. And if you consider, if you literally get another 2 pair of hands, so and 4 pair of hands, you're literally cutting that into a third. So do consider all of these stuff, because time is money and you don't want to be wasting it doing stuff that is not making you money. My next point is that if you can use technology to better enhance your prepping in the kitchen, or maybe even customer service, or just stuff that you don't need to focus too much on. If it was manual labor, then technology will help a long way. It will help cut down time, it will cut down energy, and hopefully what you're investing in terms of technology will hopefully enhance the customer's experience as well, in terms of either food prep, or just the way it's sort of presented, or certain stuff is just more consistent in terms of cutting, because my cutting can be different from your cutting, and maybe it takes a bit more time for you to get to my level. But if you have something that will cut the same way, just like, again, the right equipment, a cutting machine, and a certain technology that could help, maybe they could do it themselves, or maybe they could cook themselves in that sense as well, or take orders and making sure deliveries come in correctly. So much stuff you can play around with. New technologies are coming out every single day, and in different countries as well. So do be up to trend, see what helps, and maybe consider investing in it. You can save money and time. And my last sort of interesting point, if you want to be super efficient in your kitchen, particularly if you want to be working alone, is coming up with systems and coming up with established practices, and just practicing in general, because once you practice a lot, then you become more experienced and you get more skilled. And if you come up with systems as well that can help you move from one sort of stage or production to the next one more efficiently, to the next one, then that's a whole process that will be consistently improving, you adapting and you finding new equipment, new technology in order to lessen down the process, about the time as well, and how long it takes for you to do a certain activity or a certain task. All of that will take time. All of that will take practice. All of that will take systems. So then if you could come up with efficient systems, you could teach this to someone else, and that you don't even need to be there anymore. You could teach someone else, pay them to do all the prepping for the meats, and they'll be able to do it, and you'll just focus on cooking it and serving customers, instead of you prepping the meat, cooking the food and serving the customers. So do delegate for those who individual jobs and tasks to different people that can do it, and you'll be worthwhile for your business in the future as well. Because working in the kitchen, if you can do it by yourself, it's great. But if you can come up with systems that will be more efficient, you can cut down time, even better. So then you can save your money, you can enjoy the things that you do like, hopefully when you're not working. But all of that will take time, practice, and a process, and do consider all of these points I spoke about already in this video. That's all this video, guys. Hope you found this video useful. If you did, like this video and consider subscribing to the channel. Hopefully you could, again, find these tips useful, and then you can apply it to your work kitchen if you're working by yourself. But everything I spoke about takes time, experience, and you just trying stuff out and seeing if it works or not, and trying again if it doesn't work, and continuously trying, because either way, efficiency is important. Again, it saves you money, saves you time, and you can do a lot more with your time as well. I've been Business with Dave. Again, like this video, subscribe, and I've been Business with Dave. I'll see you next video. Take care.